Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing on with another part for my Death Guard army build for the Horus Heresy. Today we're looking at the Deathshroud Terminator squad, which is going to be filling a retinue role. And you'll be able to see in the video some things I did to make them a little more unique and make it a nice full-size squad. If you've liked everything that I've been doing so far on this channel and you want to see more, make sure you subscribe and follow along so that you can see what's coming. There's more to come for this army still and other armies as well. So diving into the Deathshroud Terminator squad, you can see I made it a 5-man unit and I had to chop off an arm or the hand at least, for one of the guys so that I could add a banner. Now, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I used decals to pull off the look, but I think I did a pretty good job of making it look pretty seamless and blend in pretty well. I put in some oils and weathering powders to blend it together nicely, and I think it turned out pretty well. The whole squad is otherwise armed with their power scythes. In just a minute here, we'll go over the rules, but just looking at them more, I wanted to make sure again that I had that nice weathered, dirty look that I've been giving this entire army. So I used a lot of weathering powders around the base and around the feet to make them look like they're sludging along through the field pretty well. And I did lots of chipping on the armor. I like the blue lens look that I gave the helmet. I think that does a lot to add some contrast to their otherwise pretty muted appearance. So looking at the rules, I'm not sure how they fare compared to other editions or how they fare compared to other Terminators. I know they're not in cataphractii armor, they're in their Tartarus armor. So, they're not, they lose some of the restrictions that would come with cataphractii, but they also lose that 4+ save in favor of a 5+. They have, I'll put across the screen here, their stat line, but they have a 7-inch movement with a weapon skill of 5, which is good, and a toughness of 5. And they have 3 attacks and 2 wounds. Now, I think that's less wounds than they used to have in prior editions, but even still, they're a general Terminator unit, really. They're armed with an Alchem caster, which is a template flame weapon that's poison 2+. With it has a range strength of 3, and it's an assault weapon. Their melee weapon is a power scythe, which is AP 3, which does 1 damage and breaching 5+, but it also has reaping blow. And with a +1 strength modifier, it makes it pretty good. So they're getting a lot of attacks in ahead of the more ponderous power fist thunderhammers and whatnot. So they get to go pretty well. They also have Eternal Warrior 1, which is very helpful. So even though they only have 2 wounds, the power fists and stuff that should be taking them out in 1 blow, they're really restricted here, so they're not going to be wiping them out quite as easily. So a little bit of staying power. Yeah, so that's a look at the Deathshroud. I think they're going to be a good unit. I have more units in mind that should help beef up the army even more. I know it's a pretty beefy army already, but I think that the Terminators do a lot to really give that Death Guard feel. If you have any thoughts on units that you'd like to see added to this army, make sure you let me know in the comments. And yeah, if you're enjoying it, follow along for more. Thanks.